We have quite an international team here. 10 people with 5 different nationalities living in 5 different countries, which is not a typical setup. What is it like building such an international team?
So early on, from day one, we actually decided to build an international team which will have talent across Europe. And why Europe was also the reasoning that we'll have the team close nearby time zones. It will mean that we can work across the same working day, sharing a lot of stuff and work together as a team. But the other thing also that we can build the team by having this sort of an physical get-togethers on a periodical, regular basis, bring the working team together and work jointly in the same place, build trust, build team, and also sort of establish the connections within team. And what we want with the whole thing is that we are able to look for just uber talented people who have been working in this industry, which would have not been the case, would have not been possible if we have stayed and targeted only persons who would be Finnish or would be based in Finland. So that's really what we opted in, and it's been really successful, and we're really happy and proud about the team that we have been building over the very short course of time.
So for me, it's quite natural to me working in an international environment as I lived almost 10 years abroad. So when I met Timo and he showed me his vision, I was immediately excited to join and I immediately shared this vision with him and yeah, so I think that having an international team may sound challenging at first, but in the end it's perhaps the only way to be more attractive nowadays. It's a good way to attract talents across Europe, and it seems that it's working pretty well. So I'm quite happy now to have an international team, and on top of that, when I talked, one of the first talks with Timo was that I have the ambition of opening a small R&D center in Italy. And he was quite supportive and excited to do this. So that was, of course, another thing that made me want to join the team.
My thoughts about building up a team. This is really a very interesting and exciting experience to me. So my responsibility was to build up the compiler team. And what can you do in such situations? You, of course, obviously try to reach out to your existing network. So it's like you want to work with previous colleagues or friends from the academia, friends from university, whatever. But at some point, your network may reach its limits, and this has also happened to us at some point, and this is where we basically just reached out to a recruiter agency, and that can be very helpful. And I'm very satisfied and very proud that we found Kavan through a recruiter agency, and that was a success story, I would say.
Yeah, as one of the most recent joiners, I have a slightly different perspective than everyone else in building an international team. I think what stood out to me was we're in a very challenging domain, the future of computing, and it definitely makes sense to build an international team rather than a geographically convenient team, because you're not going to find the best talent in one place. So an additional bonus of that is that it also makes for a great learning environment as well. I've definitely learned a lot since I've joined. And I think the emphasis on an international team encourages good habits when it comes to knowledge sharing. And when you have a lot of people in the one place, you tend to just rely on word of mouth, conversations in the office. So I think it makes onboarding new people to the international team much more efficient.